What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We're rocking out daily Manchester City transfer updates, so make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help support my channel, then subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately when I do upload, so you can be kept in the loop with the latest Manchester City news and transfer news. Don't forget also, social media links are in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, and my email's also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. We're aiming for 500 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. And so, without further ado, let's crack on with this transfer update. We're going to start with the outs. We haven't had too much news, but there is, luckily, just enough for me to do a video. And so, we're going to start off first with John Stones. The Sun's been reporting that John Stones, he wants to fight for his place at Manchester City next season. That is if Eric Garcia leaves this summer. Stones then thinks that he's got an opening into the Manchester City first team squad because he'd be playing a rotated option along with a top-class centre-back that Manchester City would sign. At this moment in time, it's looking likely that that man would be Kalidou Koulibaly, and so he's wanting to stay and fight. I find that really interesting. So he's wanting to come back into the Manchester City squad. He's going to need to stay injury-free. He's going to have to keep his fitness up, and he's also going to need to be a lot more consistent than what he was last season. He's wanting to get back to his 2017-2018 level. It's going to be very difficult for him to be able to hit them heights again, but he's confident that he can do it. I love the show of optimism from him, so we may not be selling John Stones so much to speak this summer. I'm right behind John Stones staying at Manchester City and proving his worth. I'm only happy for John Stones to leave should Manchester City receive a good amount for him. He has been linked with a £20 million move to Chelsea. That's come about again in the last 24 hours, considering Chelsea are close to signing Thiago Silva on a free contract and Lewis Dunk for £40 million. John Stones, if that happens, will not be going to Chelsea, and I value John Stones at much more than £20 million. He's a Premier League premium player. He's an England international. He's a homegrown player as well. If a club that's in Europe comes sniffing around a homegrown player, you're going to add an extra few £1 million on, which means John Stones won't be coming as cheap as £20 million. And like I said, if he's willing to fight, I'm more than happy for him to be at Manchester City. Give him one more season, see what happens. Love to know your thoughts of that in the comments below. And I'm also interested to see what happens if Eric Garcia does not leave. What will that mean for the future of John Stones? I do not know. Instead, we're going to move on. We've got an update on David Silva. Now, Sam Lee, he's been saying that David Silva had offers not only from the United States of America with Inter Miami, but also offers from Japan. But due to the pandemic, he's ended up turning down them offers and was keen on a return back to Spain. He was even more keen on joining Valencia, but they could not afford him. The finances have stopped them going for that move, and so he's ended up joining Real Sociedad instead. Of course, he turned down a contract offer from Lazio, gave them this little silent treatment. It's quite clear he wanted to go back to Spain, and so that's what he's done. So I wanted to wish, again, the best of luck to David Silva. It's going to be very strange at the Etihad Stadium not seeing David Silva around, but I am looking forward to the fans giving him one more farewell, so we are going to see him one more time at least in a Manchester City shirt when he has his testimonial, and I imagine he'll have that only when all the fans are allowed to gather in the stadium to say a proper farewell to David Silva. Now, moving on, we've got an update on Gavin Bazunu. Is that how you say his name? I hope that's how you say his name anyway. He's the young Irish goalkeeper at Manchester City. He's 18 years old. He recently got called up to the Manchester City first team squad due to Scott Carson obviously going back to Derby County before City have re-signed him. And so Bazunu's been training in and around the City first team squad, and he is set to sign a new long-term contract at Manchester City, which is great news. He's highly regarded at Manchester City, and he's that highly regarded. 18 years old. He is set for a loan move to League One club Rochdale to go and join them and get some professional football under his belt for a season, which I think is going to be a cracking move for him. I've been doing a little bit of digging on Rochdale and how they're wanting to play. I've heard that they're needing a goalkeeper and they're wanting to play a passing style of football, a new philosophy for Rochdale. So considering Rochdale isn't too far away from where I am, I'm looking forward to seeing his development. And so it looks like he may well be joining Rochdale. That's come from the Irish Independent in obviously in Ireland, but it is being backed up by other sources close to Manchester City. Now, moving on to another player that's been linked with the exit door, Joao Cancelo. Mundo Deportivo, they're reporting Barcelona will not be signing Joao Cancelo this summer. He's simply too expensive. And because of that, it looks like Joao Cancelo will be staying at Manchester City. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I reckon with him getting them few starts towards the end of the season, playing at left back could be a pivotal moment for him. A good turning point in his career with Manchester City. I always say give a player 2 seasons before you can properly judge just how good they are, and I'm pleased to be saying that Joao Cancelo will be getting a second season at Manchester City so we can see just how good he is. So, let's move on to the ins. We've got an Jose Gaya, is that how you say his name? Someone put it out in the comments below. It wasn't Hey-Ha or Hey-Ya. I don't know. The left back at Valencia, okay? I don't speak Spanish. Chill. Anyway, Barcelona, they want to bring in the Valencia man. Jordi Alba, he's available for transfer, so they're needing a left back, and they've identified Jose Gaya, however you say his name. They've identified him as their main target for this summer in that left back position. Manchester City previously have been linked. Manchester City are trying to sort out the future of not only Angelino but potentially Alexander Zinchenko as well, who's come out this morning with a statement with regards to his wife's comment that she made about Pep Guardiola, basically saying that he's got a lot of respect for Pep Guardiola and he's basically backed Manchester City and their manager whilst also backing his wife as well, taking the middle ground. Crazy situation. Anyway, Angelino, he's wanted by RB Leipzig. Nagelsmann's keen to bring him in. Barcelona are apparently interested in Angelino as well, but apparently he's on a contingency plan at Barcelona, and it seems like Jose Gaya, however you say his name, he's the man that Barcelona are instead having a good look at. And so if Manchester City are looking at left-backs, we may be missing out on a potential target who may be going to Barcelona instead. I find that interesting. We have to wait and see. It's a case of players have got to leave before players arrive. So we need to sort the future out. So I'm hoping maybe we can get 1 or 2 outgoings this week. And I'm not just talking young players. I'm talking first team squad players. Get something lined up in the pipeline so we can then go on and complete that Kalidou Koulibaly deal, of course, and then come back and be able to reassess in the transfer market over the next few weeks as City get some outgoings. Players need to leave. So we need a clearer indication of that. We're talking, what, 3.5 weeks now, rolling up towards the start of the season. City need to start getting things sorted. Transfers take time, so I'm hoping we'll get word of more on them outgoings and potential incomings within the next week or so. So, moving on to our last story. I would love to know your thoughts on this in the comments below. I'm going to give my opinions, and then you're free to give me your opinions, because I just don't know. I do not know. Comes in the form of Sergi Roberto. Now, Mundo Deportivo, they're reporting Manchester City, they are one of 2 clubs chasing Sergi Roberto. Now, I have put to that, I'm hoping that we are going to miss out on Roberto to that mysterious other club. He can play defensive midfield, he can play right back. We've got Concello and Walker, and it looks like Concello will be staying at Manchester City. For defensive midfield, we've obviously got Rodri, Fernandinho can cover there, Ilkay Gundogan can also cover there as well. And in my opinion, right back and defensive midfield, City's got more than enough cover. So we're not going to be signing Nelson Semedo, so I'm not too sure why Sergi Roberto has been linked with Manchester City, unless City don't want to go out there and sign a left back and instead want to use Cancelo as an option, along with Nathan Ake competing with Benjamin Mendy for that left-back position, and potentially Angelino leaving and Alexander Zinchenko leaving. Now, in my opinion, I think Angelino's a very good left-back and he's more than capable of competing, and so if it came to it, I'd be happy for Angelino to stay. I would rather Angelino stayed than City start messing about with their squad to sign Sergi Roberto. I feel like we're getting linked with Barcelona's cast-offs, their hand-me-downs. I don't want them. That's my opinion. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. City apparently showing strong interest and Pep is keen. Let me know your thoughts, though, in the comments below. So there we go. That's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 500 likes. Don't forget also, subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below, and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. You can also find my email in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Finally, if anyone is still watching at this latter stage, then let me know. Leave in the comments below, put in Pep is bold. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. We've not got a Koulibaly update in this video, so I'm not all about Kalidou Koulibaly all the time. I'm hoping things will be warming up over the next day or so with transfers, and we'll get things back on the road, rock and rolling once more. So hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.